Hey guys, welcome back to the Small Town Critics podcast. I'm one third of the Small Town Critics. My name is Mo.
Mohammed Hashi.
Triz is here. So guys.
Hello.
Hi. Triz is here, guys. So
Hello. Hi.
This video, as you can see from the title, we are doing our review for Daredevil Born Again. Now a show on Disney Plus.
Yep.
Formerly on Netflix.
Yep.
Yeah, no need to get into non-spoilers. You can just get into it. But guys, before we get into the review, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know, our channel's growing. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers.
New logo.
Yeah, new logo, little redesign.
Yeah, is there a new banner yet?
There's a new banner.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
The banner's there.
Because I had to call him to tell
Sorry,
you.
Dad.
Oh, you couldn't tell me?
Because you don't reply.
That's not true. No, he doesn't.
Thank you,
He
Hashi.
actually-
For
the thing
once,
is-
you're on my side.
You know the thing is, I think he's afraid to call you, bro. I don't know why. Like,
You can call me, bro.
I got to schedule calls with you. Like,
You can call me,
No,
bro.
no. You can call him anytime, bro.
You can call me anytime, bro.
I'm going to call you.
Huh?
I'm going to call you tonight.
Call me tonight.
All right, cool.
We'll have a nice chat.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
What, talking about Egypt?
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Yeah?
No, seriously, go there, though, bro.
I've
That
been-
city. That city.
Oh, no, I haven't. I lied. Sorry,
Okay.
I've been in Morocco.
Okay. Would you recommend Morocco?
Yeah.
Morocco is
I
nice.
stayed in a nice, what they called? Glandular? What they called?
Nah, man. We can't.
Glandular.
What they called?
You had. Okay, don't worry. I'm not.
What is he trying to say?
I have no idea what he's trying to say.
I had what?
No, I'm not. You know what? Let's just stop there. Let's just
Yeah,
stop there.
what the hell?
Let's just stop right there and continue on with the review.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm really trying to think of what the word could be. But
I
anyway,
have
it doesn't
no-
matter.
It's like a, no.
You're about to say Medina again.
Marina. I think it's called a Marina. No, it's called the Medina, bro. I'm going to Google that. Sorry. Go on,
It's,
Daredevil.
it's fine, don't worry.
Born again.
Born
Is that-
again.
No, this is again. Sorry, but I'm saying born again. You used to play Marvel Rivals, bro.
A few actors reprising their roles.
Foggy.
So yeah, Foggy, Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk.
R.I.P.
Obviously, Charlie Cox as Daredevil. Debbie
Moore.
Will Ann, I think her name is.
Yes, as Karen.
As Karen. No, I need to get her name right. That's not right.
Is she
man,
even
for
in
me.
this, bro?
Yes.
Deborah Ann Wool. I knew I was
Deborah
close.
Ann Wool.
Damn it.
That was not close at all.
She's Karen. Her name's Karen, yeah.
Stop. John Bernfeld's Punisher as well. So yeah, so a lot of people reprise their roles. I'm just gonna say straight up, this the words that come to mind when I think of this season is just not enough. It's just not enough. It's not enough Daredevil. It's not enough Punisher. There's not even enough Karen on the
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
There's not enough like exploring the religious aspect to Daredevil's character Matt Murdock. There's just not enough happening. There was a filler episode.
Even though I didn't like her,
yeah.
not enough.
In
not
general,
enough
in the
Heather.
show, you mean?
Is that Victoria?
Not enough who, sorry?
Heather.
Vanessa.
Heather. Matt's
Psychiatrist.
Matt's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you
Why
trying
would
to
you
say?
want that?
Are you saying there's not enough of her?
There wasn't enough of her, but at the same time, she's very annoying when she's on screen. Does that make sense?
No. It's not by your sword.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, we'll get into it. But
Yeah.
yeah, just to me, it's not enough, man. Like, and there was a filler episode in this season.
Was there?
The bank robbery.
Yeah.
That was filler?
episode.
Essentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
Essentially.
Just to kind of like not introduce, but like Kamala to like
Yeah.
kind of talk about her, Miss Marvel.
Yeah, a little bit.
In the
a little
ring.
bit. To be fair, I actually enjoyed. I watched the bank one this morning.
No, it's not a bad episode. It's just that it's not doing anything for the story, the main story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just him. He's going to a bank and he feels like he needs to do something.
I felt like this series is in like. I mean, the title really does say what the series is. Born Again. Like, it's literally Matt Murdock, like getting back into it. You know what I'm saying? Which.
But I'm sick of superheroes being like, I'm done. Just
Yeah.
be done or do it. Do you know what I mean? Stop this stuff, bro.
Nah, but obviously
Fight!
it's like 9 episodes. You have to stretch it out, innit? You gotta make it a.
But why did we not have this problem with the Netflix?
So the fundamental issue is the fact that this show basically is two halves of
Yeah.
a whole, because it had a one writing team at the start,
Yes.
and basically the whole kind of the trajectory of the story was completely changed.
Yeah.
And you kind of feel it between, like, I want to say from like episode 4 onwards, like it's going in a completely different direction,
Sure.
and it's just so jarring, man, because like you said, you don't get enough of everything.
Nah.
And the story's not cohesive.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Vanessa is evil. You know what I'm saying, kind of thing. Whereas,
All of a sudden?
well, not all of a sudden per se, but
Was she evil in the first one?
She wasn't
She
really
was
that-
getting there towards the end though. Like she was, once Fisk actually told her what he does and stuff like that, she was more like, oh, I like
But-
this.
but
you know?
it just-
she ordered the hit on Nadeem.
Yeah, she did actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, what was weird was, I don't know if you were getting this, but it kind of felt like at the start she kind of had the same cadence
Sure.
as Fisk in terms of the way she spoke.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Like,
Okay.
I mean, it was just very, very strange. And the fact
catch
that
that.
they were kind of like so kind of at odds at the beginning, like, oh, you're coming back, kind of similar to Alter Nights. Oh, you've come back from this kind of hiatus and you want to kind of take control back.
Yeah.
What's this?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was just
And the whole boyfriend thing.
the whole boyfriend. That was
Is that who that guy was? That was locked up.
He was Vanessa's ex.
Vanessa's
pretty
ex.
That is like Alter Nights.
But he's
Yeah.
but I have to say though, like the menace, how would I say this? Menacingness, well, how would I say it? Oh,
Yeah.
Fisk.
Yeah.
It's like it's top tier, man.
No, but
This guy is scary.
The
bro.
thing is with Vincent D'Onofrio, the way, because he's not like a really big guy, but the way he kind of like is framed and
Yeah.
the way he kind of like portrays a role is so good,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And it's such a waste sometimes.
the
Some of
white
scenes-
suit will also make you look bigger too.
Yeah. But it's just such a waste. Like some of the line readings he has to say, and like just the kind of how preposterous the story is towards the end.
Yeah.
Like him putting New York in Marshall. It's just ridiculous, bro. Some of the things that are happening on screen, kind of thing. It just doesn't really make sense. And for the unifying, actual kind of like mystery of the show being free ports, you know what I'm saying, and maritime law. You know what I mean? Because this is stuff I used to do with my
It
my
is
old
a comic book show though. Hash.
but it was so silly, bro. No,
Yeah.
but in a way where
Like I can see Fisk in the comic books being like, "Oh, this place, I need to build something here so everything can be illegal stuff can be legal."
yes,
I can see that happening in the comic book. Do you know what I mean?
maybe,
So,
but again, the way it was like a mystery,
Yeah.
like they should have kind of like fleshed it out, like in the kind of like show, maybe in like episode 4
Yeah,
or 5,
yeah.
and then because again, a good kind of signal for a show being a bit disjointed or a bit rushed is how the episode count.
Yeah.
So we've got 9 episodes.
Yeah.
We haven't got 8. We haven't
Yeah.
got 10. We've got 9.
Yeah.
So it's very strange because
Yeah.
initially I remember I was telling you I thought it was 8, and I was, to my surprise, I found out it was 9.
Yeah.
That was it the other day. So it's just very strange, and I just feel like overall it was a missed opportunity. Some great scenes.
Yeah.
I think Charlie Cox is a phenomenal actor. I always
He's-
have, and I want to see him do way more stuff than this because I think the thing that I knew him for before Daredevil was Stardust with Robert De Niro, and I've just always thought this guy's great.
Tristan. Is he Tristan in that?
I can't remember the character's name. Could be right. I think it rings a bell.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I didn't want to like port the stuff about the port. It's just, I think I can understand why a person like Wilson Fisk in a comic book world would do that. It's just the reveal of it in the last episode was just so underwhelming. Them looking through like the papers, him and Karen, and then being like, "Oh, this is what he's doing." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, fine, I guess." And then the ending was just incredibly underwhelming. Them just being at the top, watching one of the bad guys, and being like, "Hey, we need a team now." I'm like,
Defenders.
"Wait, what? What you say?"
Defenders.
Defenders, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what they're getting at. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I remember when I was watching.
Not really though.
I know you're right.
Because we saw them at the end.
But the thing is, like even at the end, you're like, oh, all right, we've got there, which is fine. But then I felt like, okay, like I knew this was coming. Like I wanted like a proper surprise. Even like the post credit for the final episode.
Pardon?
The post credit.
Pardon?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know the first credit?
I locked it off. No, don't lie to me.
I'm serious. There's a first credit scene.
What was it?
It's Frank getting out.
Get the hell out.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't even like that he got caught.
But the thing is, what was so funny is when the post credit started, like I was like, okay, Frank's getting out.
Yeah.
You mean like as soon as you see Frank,
You just know.
you just know.
I just
You know
felt
what I mean?
like there wasn't like too many like stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought honestly from the trailers, I thought this whole thing was gonna be about Muse. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought Muse was gonna be the main focus.
Right.
But we were still dealing with Bullseye. We're still dealing with
Oh, that's another one. Not enough for Bullseye too.
Not
enough
Sorry.
for
Bullseye.
Yeah.
still dealing with
The White Fox as well.
the White Tiger.
White
White
Tiger, sorry.
Tiger, yeah.
The White Tiger, which was so underwhelming. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hector Ayala.
you get me? I was like, what the hell? I thought this was okay.
And I thought the actor was good, by the way.
Yeah.
He is good.
R.I.P.
man.
He
R.I.P.
died.
to
Yeah,
him,
he died.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
He
a
did
very good
pass
actor. He was
away,
very, very
yeah.
good in the role.
But I thought it was getting some more of that. Do you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? The White
Yeah.
Tiger thing. I thought it was gonna get a lot more of everything.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately we didn't. But with that being said, there was a great scene that I did love, which was when you're getting the two corresponding shots from Wilson Fisk getting back into it when he gave Vanessa's boyfriend the axe and said,
Fight me.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
like, I fought people 3 times my size.
Yeah.
I was just like, sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then he was like,
Wilson smoked him.
yeah. But it was him getting back into it. And then corresponding to that was when Daredevil was fighting Muse. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Going crazy. So I like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I like that. And then you get the scene where Daredevil's like screaming. It was like, like that kind of moment. I was like, that was the best episode, which I think was episode 7 or 6.
Something like that.
Yeah.
6,
yeah.
But unfortunately, again, not enough Daredevil at all.
Yeah, it's interesting.
None of
It's
Daredevil
like
at
Frank,
all.
man, I wanted way more Frank. I think like we were talking about before in the other review, Frank's great, man. John
He
Bernthal was
is.
great, and I just love that he calls him Red. Hey, Red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All that stuff, bro. I love it.
Their relationship is so cool. Like them two, he's actually a nutter, bro. Like, and when I think about it, he needs to stop doing what he's doing. If like seriously, bro, like he has these feds thinking, yo, you're a hero, bro. I want you on. Like I admire you and this
So
and that.
that was
I'm
such a
like,
Mo. That's such a good point because that was such a wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
like to have people that idolize him.
Yeah.
and not use that more.
Yeah.
was so annoying.
Yeah,
because
I
again,
agree.
you could mine so much from that.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. And the thing for me in episode 4, when they're essentially regurgitating the conversation that they had in the Netflix series. You know what I mean, on the rooftop.
Oh, when they first met in this season. Yeah.
I thought that was we've seen this before.
Yeah.
But I did like the fact that they were fighting together. That obviously the way Frank feels about Karen, the fact that he was there in episode 9 and stuff like that, fighting with him. So that was decent and stuff like that. And what was funny, even like when Matt comes back to his apartment, like in the hospital gown, and he goes, "Oh, you know what I mean? You're gonna fight with your cheeks
With
out."
your ass out,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
He plays with the finger.
They got such a great relationship.
And then afterwards, bro, when he's like, "Nah, Frank, this is not what I want. I don't want you to kill them." Or something. Oh, you don't want me to kill them? Bang, bang.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
Do you know what's so funny? Because like everything that Matt wants is futile. Because he kills people. Even when they were fighting, he was killing people left, right, and
That's
center.
why you need to explore the religious aspect of it.
Yes, exactly.
How do you not touch that at all?
Because there's so much like religious iconography throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
The opening credits, everything. You know what I mean? The whole there's like a literal whole run of the comics, which is literally like I think like one whole kind of comic was like set in a church. You know what I mean? Like one whole
Right. Yeah.
So why can't we get more of that, bro? You know what I mean? That belief and that kind of that push and pull, like the heart and the mind.
It's
you know what I'm
so
saying?
important for Matt Murdock's character to have that.
It truly
stuff.
is.
Yeah.
And like it's just, but then again, like.
So you're saying you want the focus to be more on Matt Murdock?
No, it's not that. It's just like you can't like for Matt Murdock's character, his Catholicism is integral to his character, isn't it?
Yes.
You can't have him making these decisions and doing these things and then not exploring it with the religious aspect. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't think anyway.
Yes.
For
because
his character specifically.
In his mind, he is a person of faith.
Yeah.
But in his heart, like he has, you know what I mean? He has feelings and stuff like that. He knows he has rage as well, innit?
Yeah.
And he has such an anger and at the world, at his circumstance, the fact that he lost his sight, even though obviously.
And even that, he looks at it like a positive.
He looks at it as a positive. Like I don't see darkness. I see. I mean,
yeah, I've been given like it's my like kind of like I think he said like not destiny, but he said it's my calling now to do this. Like my sight got taken away, but I got given these other things. Do you know what I mean? So
it's not darkness, it's 1,000 suns. He says, yeah.
Do you feel like he was a bit rusty, like from the beginning, like fighting? Like every time he was fighting before, as in before we get to maybe episode 8, bro, he felt shit. Like
I don't know. I think
he's getting beaten up there.
I mean, the one that I remember the most, the first one with Bullseye. I think that one is because. Obviously, Bullseye is formidable, innit? But also at the same time, he's trying to focus on heartbeats.
Yeah, but that Irish guy, that dressed up as a police officer after the bank robbery, or who was that?
The Irish guy that dressed up as a police officer in the bank robbery. I'm trying to remember. Oh!
He escapes the bank.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, how's this guy battering him?
Right.
Obviously, in the end, he wins. He breaks his legs, all that kind of stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
But when they first started scuffing, I was like, yo, what's going on? That's a bit rusty, bro.
Yeah, Matt always takes a beating.
No, but
he always takes a beating.
Do you not remember Rosario Dawson for like half of like the Netflix series is nursing him back to health?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, she's sick of it.
But it's just a waste of opportunity, man. And to be fair, there was a lot of funny memes about how like everyone's saying that Matt Murdock was not blind. With all the chicks he has, like his roster is crazy.
His roster's nuts.
His roster is on the level of, by the way, of Spider-Man, by the way.
No,
Peter Parker. Like his roster is
them
crazy.
two are Gialis. telling you.
100%.
He don't see that though.
He, don't-
Oh,
he sees personality.
There you go.
Yeah,
I vibe with that a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you look for, innit? Personality first.
bro.
Personality,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
It's
bro.
important.
You know
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
it's important.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's interesting. Like when I was watching the Netflix show, I'm immediately like, I want to see the next episode. I want to see the next episode. I had such a big gap between
Yeah.
watching the next
Can't
episode
lie.
for this.
This-
Me and you were talking about like I stopped at 4, innit?
Yeah, I think I was around that as well.
Yeah.
Like it just didn't
Bro,
bring me back.
This was boring. And
Partially,
I
yeah.
put out a tweet or an X, or whatever they call it nowadays.
An X,
Because
yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah.
I was like, when does this show get good?
Yeah, it's a tough one, man.
Put it this way, guys. I watched the whole of the studio. The whole 10
I
episodes of the
still need to
studio.
finish that, but yeah.
Before finishing off the last 5
Studio's
episodes.
good though.
It's incredible.
Studio-
Can't wait to do
Studio
it.
episode 1 is good.
Can't wait to do it on the pod.
Episode 1.
You know what's so funny? He's the one who sold me Studio.
It's really
He
good, man.
sold it to me.
Yeah.
I watched every episode and I said, bro, how many have you seen? Still one. Only one.
I want to rewatch it.
Well, we know Triz don't watch TV shows, bro.
He's gonna have to, bro.
Triz don't watch
I'm
no
saying.
TV shows, bro.
He's on the logo now, bro. He's on the masthead.
He is on
You
the
know what I'm
logo.
saying?
Yeah, shout me for the movies, man.
Just very underwhelming. I think the best parts of it are just always what the best parts have been for Daredevil, which is Fisk and Matt.
Frank Castle and Matt.
But just it's just not enough Frank Castle. That's the
Yeah.
only thing. But we got a lot of Fisk and Matt, which
Him
they were
being
great.
tied up like in episode 9 and saying, you guys are clowns to all his freaking like people that
Yeah,
idolize him.
yeah.
He goes, I wouldn't piss on you lot if you're on
Yeah.
fire. It was hilarious. Like, this is great.
His acting is so. You
It's great.
admire me.
Do you know my pain?
Yeah, he's so good,
No.
man. He's so good, man. The dance scene. You see how Matt cut in?
Oh, what?
Smooth, brother,
episode
man.
8.
Huh?
At the ball.
At the ball.
At the ball.
Smooth.
And they say he's blind.
You can never do that to your ops. Only Matt can do that.
I mean, I hear it.
That's mad, bro.
I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
And he told Vanessa, I know what you did.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, just jumping into that bullet though. Obviously, it makes sense for the story, but
I can't lie.
Yeah. It's like,
Wilson Fisk kind of jars me a little bit, though.
how come?
Vanessa, there's something I have to tell you.
Vanessa.
This
Yeah.
is preposterous. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh.
it's a choice. It's an acting
It
choice.
is a choice.
He truly has love for her.
But it's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
It's a bit
No.
annoying. And she's jarring.
She was jarring, and that was my issue as well. She became jarring.
She's
bro.
annoying.
She like put on this air of like she drank the Fisk potion, whatever.
Yeah, bro. The elixir of Fisk, bro.
Yeah.
She's, like, I don't know what she's trying to channel,
Because
bro.
it was her affectation, guys. Like I was like, why is she talking like this? Why is she like whispering half the time? Like why and why is her voice gone 2 octaves deeper?
That's like I
I'm
said,
saying?
that was my only problem. I feel like there's two, like, this should have been a very contained story.
Yeah.
Matt Murdock, Wilson Fisk,
Yeah.
whatever. Obviously, he's mayor now. That happens. Cool, we know that. But I wanted it to just be a bit more contained. Do you know what I'm saying?
I would
back.
I would even go as far as saying we didn't even need Fisk yet. Build up to Fisk. I'm not gonna lie, because
Nah.
Fisk is the big bad for Daredevil, innit? Build up to him. You got Bullseye, you got the Muse and all of that. We can get to Fisk. Do you know what I mean?
Another thing, Muse was weak.
No,
Muse, I did not
that's
like
what I'm
any of
saying.
that. The whole Muse thing, I was so under because again, I was prepared for a real story about the art. Obviously, you saw all the graffiti stuff
Yeah, with the
beforehand,
blood.
and,
Yeah.
then, and all the blood, and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
60 plus bodies. I was thinking, all right.
All right, we're gonna get a guy that's on crud, but
Yeah.
no, we didn't.
So I thought that was the build up to the final. You know what I'm saying? That was it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
A real mishmash, unfortunately, man.
it's a shame. But obviously they've already started season 2 now, innit? So after season 2,
Do you not see BB Uric dying next season? Because I can see the same thing happening happened to her uncle.
Yeah, I
Pretty
see that.
much.
But what's her play? Because you
But I
know
see
that she
it being Gandolfini doing it. Do you know what I mean? I see it being him doing it.
So
knows. I'm so proud of him, by the way.
Because he's so like he's locked in with Fisk.
By the way, I'm so proud of him as an actor because
Yeah.
that guy has created his own thing.
Yeah.
and he's no longer James Gandolfini's son.
Yeah.
He's his own man.
Wait,
which I-
who's on is he?
who's Gandolfini, bro?
James Gandolfini, do you know the Soprano guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His son is the one in.
That's his son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
He was also in Warfare.
He was in Warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, lit.
I think I can see it being him doing it.
Yeah,
What do you think happens with Matt's girlfriend? Because now she works for him.
Heather.
She works for
Yeah.
Fisk. So I don't know. Does she turn pure evil? Or
You can't trust him.
Can't trust him, man. He can only trust Karen, honestly. Karen,
she's perfect, man. She's the best.
But let's talk about the elephant in the room, though.
Okay.
Foggy's death. How do we really feel about that, man?
But this is in season 2.
Say again, sorry?
They said he's in season 2.
Probably flashbacks, now,
Flashbacks,
innit?
yeah.
Or
Nah, I'd be pissed if that happens.
Nah,
this
that is some Deus Ex
I would be
Machina
pissed if that
on
happens.
of the highest order if that happens.
because I think like now that it's now canon MCU, right?
Oh no.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
I don't know when season 2 is scheduled for next year or 2027.
I'm not sure. I can check though, but go on.
So whenever it's scheduled for, if that's either because I don't actually know where this is set in the timeline.
Wait a minute, are you saying this is pre-blip?
That's what I'm saying. So it could be pre-blip that you get me. Something happens, boom.
2026 this looking like, hopefully.
All right, cool. But you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because when they started, when Kamala's dad was in it and he was like, "I want you to come out for dinner with us," blah blah, blah, that kind of stuff, bro. So I was like, okay, so we're definitely canon. I know we're canon anyway.
It's interesting. You're right. There was no mention of a blip, and they always do that in the shows.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if it's set between that, you get me. There could be something. I mean, he died in it, but he actually just did die, but we don't know in it. And then obviously multiverse stuff coming in Doomsday. You get me? So there's a way back for Foggy.
It's such a cop out though, man.
It's such a cop out, but I feel like they wouldn't you know how there was such a big uproar with the fans, yeah? Like, oh, we have to have my man that play Foggy. We have to have my man that plays whatever, the Karen girl, whatever her name is, yeah?
Deborah.
There's no way that they're just going to X him off like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Or maybe there is, but I just don't see it personally.
Yeah.
I like the take though. I like the take, bro.
Come on, clip
I do
that.
like that. Yeah, clip that.
I was watching an interview with Karen's and the person who plays Karen and John Bernthal in his podcast, I think it was.
Yes.
And she's explaining
D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh
thing.
yeah, and he
By the
loved
way,
it. Yeah,
that
yeah.
was fantastic.
But you know what's
by the way.
interesting about that? Obviously, her husband is blind. He has the same condition that Daredevil has.
Shut up. In real life.
Yeah, in real life. So
Did you know this?
No.
I did not know this.
when she was explaining D&D, I'm like, she's being so descriptive right now. Like, I see all of the things that she's saying.
Yeah.
And it makes sense that she's probably doing that for her husband all the time, innit? So I just wanted to add
Is this
that.
why
Add
she's
that
like?
scene in.
I feel like she was made for the role. Now I know why, bro. Like
No,
I've always thought she was so fantastic in this role.
She is good, yeah. I like her a lot, Karen,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just thought that was really interesting. But yeah, man, there was just not enough for me to like sink my teeth into.
So would you say it's bad?
I would say the best word for it is underwhelming.
Where does it rank in amongst all of the Disney Plus shows?
Oh, middle pack.
Oh,
somewhere.
Disney Plus shows. I
Middle
think they say the
middle
seasons.
pack. Yeah, middle pack somewhere. Middle of the pack towards the back.
But if I put it middle and pack, I'm not adding the Netflix part of this, right?
No.
Okay, yeah,
The
the
Netflix part.
middle of the pack is
Yeah.
fine, I think.
So middle of the pack is fine. So what's number one for you?
I would order the Disney show.
Yeah.
So this is not including the Netflix stuff.
No.
This is still.
I'd probably
WandaVision.
say WandaVision's
Yeah,
my
still
favorite.
WandaVision. Yeah, we did one on Popcorn Controllers, and I think we ended on WandaVision being number one.
I still think I think this is decent. I think it's decent.
Like, you got WandaVision, low key. What else have you got?
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion. Those, yeah, it's like underneath low key WandaVision and all of those ones. I think it's definitely above Secret Invasion, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Because bro, I can't lie. I don't think it was terrible. Do you know what
no,
I'm saying?
underwhelming. That's it. Yeah.
I do have to say that there's some shots and some editing choices which were really good.
There was
like-
some great shots,
And I think also the fact that the whole stuff with the hearing, the whole
Yes.
stuff with whenever Matt is injured and certain parts of the screen are out of focus,
yeah,
very good in terms of adding to kind of
dope.
like the
Yeah,
atmosphere
yeah,
and the story.
Yeah.
So I have to kind of commend them on
Yeah,
that.
no, there was some
Kinda
great shots. Yeah, I think it's just Triz, like the bar is set so high for Daredevil.
Yes.
I know,
And you
but
get this
Even the
and it's
intro is not
like-
on the level of the Netflix intro in terms of the actual intro.
even the music is
The
not
music.
on the level of the
Yeah.
the Netflix one.
But I wouldn't say it's like trash. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
Bro, I mean, in regards to what they've showed out in regards to the Disney Plus shows, bro, I think it's better than middle, bro. I think it's in the
That's
top,
fair.
top 5.
I think it's fair.
Wow, okay.
Fair.
Name the top 5 then.
I'm trying to think of all of them right now.
I'll tell you all of them right
Because
now.
the shows are not great. Like the shows overall
I think
as
WandaVision's
TV
great.
shows.
I think WandaVision's great.
WandaVision was
Apart from like the finale,
Yes,
WandaVision
I was about
was
to say,
great,
yeah, I was
man.
gonna say
that.
no, WandaVision was great.
And also, they're lucky they only did one season of that.
Loki, like, but then you got Falcon and Winter Soldier,
Alright.
not great, not that great.
So WandaVision, Loki, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Falcon Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
Hawkeye,
It's okay.
Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk.
Oh.
Bro, like
You're not saying certified bangers here.
I'm not gonna lie though. I think after Triz said this,
This is what I'm trying to say.
I think it's below One Division and Loki only.
You're right.
I think
It's,
he's right.
it's above a lot of the slop. You're right.
But that's like bottom of the barrel though, and then you're like, oh, it's better than that.
Like you've gone all the way here and saying it's better than a lot of the stuff that's down here, which is right, but it's still down here. It's not up here.
I'd put this fourth, bro.
But think of it like this.
What's your first, second, third, fourth? Third, sorry.
So I'd say One Division's my number one. I'd say Loki's next. Then I'd say Falcon and Winter Soldier.
And then this.
Falcon
and Winter Soldier I found a bit boring in it, so I can't put that up.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I did like it, but the last two episodes were so bad.
I enjoyed that a lot, bro.
So bad. So bad.
When you think about it, bro,
but to be fair,
Echo.
So I guess you can say
I didn't watch Echo.
So I guess you can say that you're looking forward to.
Don't watch it.
You're looking forward to the next season.
Yeah,
bro.
Because like I said, I watched it, and obviously it's not that I wasn't impressed, but obviously I was underwhelmed.
Yeah,
like you just said.
Yeah.
But because you only bro, if this was the first thing they did, bro, you wouldn't be saying that. Do you know what I'm saying?
That might be true.
No, I think we would. No, I think we would, because we're what you should have said is we wouldn't be like this if we didn't have the Netflix series.
That's what he means. If this was the first thing for the Daredevil,
so what you should have done is listened. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in hindsight, yeah, maybe, but like, this is what we got in it. This is what we got, man.
Honestly, I'd say this is fourth in regards to what they've put out.
Yeah,
I just like the Falcon and Winter Soldier only because of the development of Sam Wilson's character.
Yeah,
he should not have the shield, but you know what I'm saying, that's for the story for another day.
You don't want to see Black Mrs. Seed? No, I'm joking. Nah, I mean, I just can't say anything more than underwhelming. I am looking forward to the next season though. I just want to see what happens. But I do want to say one thing though. The show is dark, and I like the dark aspects of this show. Like the things that Fisk does and things that he says, the acting choices that he makes.
Prepare for stuff to get darker when the Punisher series comes out.
Sure, yeah. The things that, like, with Fisk, I think that he's so terrifying and he plays that role so well, man. Like, just the little things, like him listening to that recording of his, I guess she's the, I don't know what she plays, what she's in the cabinet with, that woman. The Latino woman that's with him. Yeah, her, and she was talking to the commissioner.
Yes.
And he can hear the recording. My heart skipped a beat. I was like, oh, she's done. Like, she's done for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's little things like that I'm like, Fisk ain't letting this go. Do you know what I mean? And then, what do you not think of it? Oh, you ain't see. What he did to the commissioner.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was actually crazy.
Episode 9.
That was graphic, bro.
That was mad graphic because you saw the brother's head, bro.
His jaw's hanging off, everything. Like,
and everyone in the room saying, I'm trying to survive out here, man.
Yeah. Even them, the worst of the worst, are looking at like,
so how can you sit there and say that this isn't good?
No, there's aspects of it that are good, but in terms of like the whole story, like Hashi was saying, cohesiveness and all of that stuff, it just...
Put it this way, yeah? In comparison to some of the top level TV we've got this year, Severance, White Lotus, The Pit, you know what I mean, The Studio, Paradise, you know what I mean? All this stuff you're thinking, goodness gracious me, this is incredible stuff. You know what I'm saying? You
know that meme with the soldiers and there's the clown in the middle? That's Paradise.
It's true. Wow. That's true. It's true. But bro, like,
but I get you though.
We've had some incredible stuff this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, in where does Daredevil come there? It's quite low down.
I think you know, just you're
are we too critical?
Yeah, you're too critical. Because you're keeping the fact that it was on Netflix first and how good the Netflix one was. That's what
was great.
Because bro, if the Netflix one wasn't a thing, it was never made. Yeah. And you just got this, you'd be saying, oh bro, this was sick, bro. The development.
We'd be giving it more of a chance.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm watching it.
I have to be honest with myself.
I'm watching it with as if the Netflix one wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
I'm watching it just seeing what it is. And I'm enjoying it. I've enjoyed so far.
Yeah.
It's got better progressively.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I think with the Netflix one, it was quite quick in regards to how good it got. I think by episode 2 or 3, tell lie. By episode 3 or 4, I was locked in to the Daredevil Netflix one.
Yeah, that one took off early. Yeah.
Because I only watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is dead. Then I started watching Jessica Jones instead. Or Luke Cage, one of the two.
Jessica Jones season 1.
Well, you got to this late. Because Daredevil was the first thing that ever came out.
I know, bro. Yeah. Bro, it's so mad that...
You got to this late.
It's so mad. I watched Daredevil last.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Why did you get to it so late? You're a comic book guy,
I found it boring.
Is it?
I found it boring. And then Luke Cage, I was like, hey, my black brother. You know what I'm saying? Cottonmouth and that. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, that's hard.
That show had so much potential until they killed Cottonmouth.
I'll be honest with you. Until when season 2, that was when it got bad.
That's what's his name?
I'm Luke Cage.
Bush. What's it? Oh, don't do that, Triz.
Bushmaster.
Bushmaster, my guy,
That
man.
guy with the leng eyes.
Yo.
He's great eyes, man.
Anyway, let's wrap this one up, bro.
Yeah, that was our review for Daredevil, guys. You got anything else you want to say?
Nah.
You good?
You gonna rate it? I know you're gonna rate TV show as well.
It's a free country. Rate it if you want. What'd you rate it then?
Okay, I rate it.
Okay.
About 7.5, 7.5.
Okay, yeah. I would probably give it like a 6.5, 6, something like
6
that. Yeah,
for me, yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Shayla. All right.
Sorry.
I watch every TV show on the planet.
I did.
All right, guys, that was our review for Daredevil Born Again. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when the videos are coming out. Jump in the comments. Let us know what you think of Daredevil. Does it hold up to the Netflix, Daredevil, or is it just, yeah? Yeah, I'd really like to know what you guys think. Socials are down in the description below. And yeah, we'll see you guys for more reviews soon. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Again.